Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. On your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family.
Thank you for that opening as well as for Friday's concert. Yeah. Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Santa Rosa. I am Tara Steele, a minister here at the center, and I am glad to be in community with you this morning. And live streamers, wherever you are around the world, welcome to you as well. I am glad you are part of our community. In our commitment to being mindful of resources, we no longer hand out a bulletin as you come into the sanctuary. However, it's available online if you click on the typewriter on the home page. And if you would like a printed copy and are unable to do it for yourself, there are copies out at our information desk. Our youth and family program is offered at 11 a.m. each Sunday, led by the amazing Jennifer. Please stand. There are many opportunities for you to volunteer and participate in this thriving organization. So if you'd like to learn more, please email Jennifer at youth@cslsr.org. And you can meet the teen members of this education circle by going out into the social hall after service and pre-ordering a beautiful Christmas wreath. It's your last Sunday to do that, so I encourage you to get a move on this week. Today, actually, not this week. Now, please join me in speaking aloud our vision and mission. The Center for Spiritual Living is a spiritual community that promotes global transformation through personal transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. We are motivated by a compelling global vision that inspires us to bring the gifts of compassion, integrity, and loving kindness to the world through our programs and teaching. Together, we are helping create a world that works for everyone. We actually have quite a wonderful and detailed global vision. Here is one piece of it in more detail. We envision a world in which we live and grow as one global family that respects and honors the interconnectedness of all life. A world where this kinship with all life prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. We follow this vision through the 5 core practices, spiritual practices of our teaching. Please read them with me. Spiritual study, affirmative prayer, meditation, selfless service, and spiritual circulation. Monday is Veterans Day, and we choose to honor the service and dedication and valor of generations of Americans who have answered the call to serve. While we can never fully repay the debt we owe our veterans, we can honor their service by taking a moment to acknowledge and express gratitude for them. Whether attending this service in person or watching online, if you are a veteran, we recognize you with appreciation for your service and ask you to stand if you are able so that we can acknowledge you. Thank you, each and every one of you. We are coming to the end of our giving intention season. It is a time when we mindfully consider what this center means to us and how we will support it financially in 2025. We need each other for this center to thrive and stay open for future generations. Whether you are a member, a friend, or a guest, we invite you to think about what this center means to you and how it has changed your life. We've been asking people that question and recording their responses. Here is how Stella Summers, one of our teens, responded.
My family and I have been attending the center since about 2021. We started watching the services online during COVID when everything was really uncertain, and it seemed like nothing but bad news was coming in every day. And because of that, the center really made a difference. When it reopened, I would come sit in the sanctuary on Sunday and listen to the ministers talk, and it made me feel like everything was really going to be okay. It was amazing to witness the kindness here and see the people still caring for and supporting each other, even in the middle of social distancing. And after maybe a year, the center restarted its youth program after a long break due to the pandemic. I've been a part of the teen group since then, and over the past few years, I've watched it grow. I'm homeschooled and an only child on top of that, so having this loving group to talk to every week makes all the difference in the world. The teen group is amazing because it's made up of such a wide range of ages, from 13 all the way to 18, and we all attend different schools and have different interests, but at the same time, we're all there to listen to and support each other. I felt so blessed to have found my community there. The centers also allowed me to go to teen camp in Oregon. When we were fundraising for summer camp, I was amazed by the generosity of the center's community. Everybody was so supportive, and it was like having an extended family cheering us on every step of the way. The center's brought me new friends, a loving community, and wonderful experiences. I feel so lucky to have been a part of Teen Group and the center itself.
We would now like to extend a warm welcome to first-time visitors. First-time visitors, please stand or raise your hand so that we can welcome you with a flower and information about our center. Please remain standing or with hand raised so that we can find you. And visitors for the first time online, please know that you are also most welcome. If you would leave a note of chat online so that we can welcome you there as well. Each and every one of us makes up this spiritual community. And spiritual community has all sorts of gifts which we celebrate and welcome and appreciate. So thank you all, first-timers and long-timers, for being here. Yeah, there are no old-timers. We're all young at heart. So now, let me find where I am. And here I am. There's all this extra stuff. I know that somewhere within the music, meditation, prayer, practices, and Dr. Edwards' message today is exactly what you need to hear for your next step on your own spiritual journey. You are welcome here. And now settle in and listen to some music before our brief time of silence, followed by prayer.
In the silence, there is peace. In the silence, there is unspoken joy. In the silence, there's release from a world filled with chaos and noise. So I wait to these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God, I find myself. In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world filled with chaos and noise. So I wake to these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said. And right here in this holy silence, I find God.
how reassuring it is to know, to feel, to experience the divine right where we are at all times, in all places, in this very room, and to know that connection with one another, with all of life, every blade of grass, every grain of sand, Spirit divine in all its diversity and all of its splendor and uniqueness that has created all. And how very comforting it is to feel the prayers here this morning mingle together in the silence. This moment, and this sacred, special moment, this divine love that holds each and every one of us and lets us know that we are safe, that we are loved. We are love itself in the way that we express, in the way that we greet one another, see through the eyes of God. And it is beautiful to behold. And so I am knowing, I am affirming health for us this morning, health of body, health of mind, health of spirit. And in that health, that sense of peace that we know passes all understanding and moves us forward to help us create that world that works in harmony for all. I am so grateful for this coming together. I am so grateful for feeling Spirit's presence within me and within each and every one of us. For this feeling of gratitude, I simply release my word and invite us all to say together, and so it is. Amen. Good morning. My name is Sherry Poole. I'm one of the prayer practitioners and spiritual guides here at the center, and invite you to join me this morning in reading aloud our affirmation. I recognize my part in helping everyone thrive, and so it is.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean
Take a breath in with me. And as you exhale, take a moment to look around and just catch the eye of somebody and silently let them know they are welcome here. And if you're online, just stare into the camera. The global vision. We see a world where all life is honored as expressions of the divine, where people live according to spiritual truth, where humanity awakens to its spiritual magnificence, where humanity rediscovers personal creative power, where we live as one global family with kinship with all life, where that prospers, where unity and connection is emphasized, where forgiveness is the norm, and where spiritual guidance is valued. Where we are called to conscious social action, where people have enough food, homes, and a sense of belonging, where there is peace and harmony and justice for all, where resources are valued, cared for, and shared, where communities are meaningfully engaged in service to the world, where there is a renewed emphasis on beauty, nature, creativity, art, and aesthetics. In short, we see a world that works for everyone. That is who we are, and that is who we will continue to be. And that is what we stand for. So we say things like this. We are for gender equity. We are for bodily autonomy. We are for racial equity. For inclusivity as best as we know how. So we say, all races are welcome here. All gender identities, welcome here. All religions, welcome here. All abilities, welcome here. All sexual orientation, welcome here. All income levels, welcome here. Because our spiritual conviction and our values and our vision point in that direction, and there is no going back. So I bring you a greeting from our spiritual leader, Dr. Sunny Cantrell of Centers for Spiritual Living. She says, "Beloved community, as we stand at the close of another election cycle, I know many of us may be feeling the weight of diverse emotions. In moments like these, it is easy to want to bypass uncomfortable feelings, to quickly move on without acknowledging what's real within us. But we know that true spiritual growth calls us to be honest with ourselves. Whatever you are feeling, let yourself feel that. There's no need to push it away. Let these emotions be part of your journey, for they are part of our shared humanity. As you hold these feelings, remember that we are not meant to bear them alone. I encourage you to connect with trusted friends, family members, and spiritual companions who can offer support and solidarity. Sharing our hearts with each other is one of the greatest gifts we can give and receive. Together, we create space for healing, reflection, and renewal. In these times, it is also essential to ground ourselves in the core values that define us. We are Centers for Spiritual Living, a movement that believes in a world that works for all. And this is more than a phrase, it is our call to action. It is an invitation to rise up and recommit ourselves to the work of building a compassionate, just, and inclusive society. Let us remember that our principles and practices are not bound by election cycles. They are enduring lights, guiding us toward the world we envision. And as we move forward, let us carry these values within us. Let us be the presence of peace and understanding and love that our communities and our country so deeply need. Every conversation, every connection, and every act of kindness matters. Together, we will continue to make a difference. We will continue to show up with open hearts and unwavering commitment to help create a world that truly works just a little bit better for everyone else. My peace and blessings, she says, to you. Oh, I love that line. Let us be in the presence of our spiritual community. In other words, my friends, wherever you find yourself on the emotional map, whatever side of the divide you believe you are on, whatever the state of your heart right now, especially if you feel afraid or grieving or not strong, take refuge in your spiritual community. Let it nurture your feeling of connection and belonging. And if connection and belonging feels out of reach for you, too much right now, lean on us. Get prayer. Or just come as you are. Show up as best as you can. Because having a spiritual community is going to be more important than ever. So, find your people and stand with each other. At the heart of our teaching, the science of mind, is this idea that there is an innate wholeness in creation. That there is a perfect right spiritual action unfolding for the highest good of all. Oh, and it's a lovely idea to think about when things are going well. Yet, it is a profoundly challenging concept to remain faithful to stay connected to when we are suffering or struggling or afraid or hurting or healing. And if you are in that group, we got you. I heard one of our friends, Dr. Cynthia James, who's spoken here and sung here on a video, she said this to us. I woke up to the same news that most of you woke up to about the election in the United States. I know some people are celebrating. And I know that some people are highly disappointed and nervous, anxious, or scared. This is what I want you to know. Don't let the concept that an election can transform lives take control of you or hijack you. An election does not take away people's suffering. An election does not take away people feeling disenfranchised or unseen or unheard. An election does not bring to the forefront a savior. We don't need a savior, she said. What we need is conscious caring and support and nurturing for the whole. So wherever you are in this moment, don't give up. Don't give up your faith. Don't give up on your values. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on understanding that there is a light in every dark place and that the light always wins. And she ends the video saying, I love you. I love you. Look around and silently with your eyes, let somebody you know that you love them. And on the video, look into our crowd through the lens of technology and let us know we love each other. Having a spiritual community is going to be more important than ever. Find your people and stand with them. On a Sunday in November of 2016, shortly after an election, I told a story about a poster that many of you are familiar with. I told the story about this poster that says, "Keep calm and carry on." It was a motivational poster that was produced in Britain as it prepared to go to war in the 1930s, the late 1930s. Now, we have to be mindful when we think about this, because the poster, "Keep calm and carry on," is not the same as saying, "Pretend nothing is happening." It's not the same as saying, "Tune out and disengage." No. You see, the poster was a recognition of a very real and imminent threat, a horror that did in fact happen. The Blitz, the devastating bombing of London by Nazi Germany, with an estimated 100,000 lives lost. The thing is, the poster was not an invitation to do nothing and meekly accept fate. It was intended to be a very serious, effective reminder that our best responses come from our sane mind, not when we are frantic and overtaken by fear. Rather, when we are in touch with the self within, not when we are hypnotized, not even by very real threats. Be calm to be powerful. Nearly 2.5 million posters were printed by the government, but they weren't used. They weren't really circulated and put to use. In fact, the posters were little known during the war. They were discovered in the year 2000 in a shop. And then now they're better known today. And they were brought back into popular culture, on mugs and T-shirts and all sorts of different things with different sentiments. So I have been thinking about that poster again in 2024, asking myself the same questions again. What is the use of a good idea if I don't put it to use? What is the use of having an inspiring vision, such as the one we have, of being rooted in wholeness and courage, if I don't put that poster up in my consciousness during rough times? If I don't circulate it through my thoughts and stand for it. Again, it calls for care, this thought, because to be calm, to be loving, to be centered, to be spiritual right now does not mean withdrawing from life. It does not mean giving up, does it? It does not mean whining and complaining silently. It does not mean cowering or crumbling. No, 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 no. Not even. No. Being calm takes courage. Being kind takes strength. And if you don't feel like being like that right now, if you don't feel like that's available to you right now, no worries, we got you. That is exactly what community is for. And having spiritual community is going to be more important than ever. Think of it as your place to show up just as you are and just as you are not. A place to take refuge until you remember who you are. So I invite you to let yourself and the people in the community be in whatever state they are without correction. Show up messy if you are. Show up motivated if you are. Show up hopeful if you are. Show up sad if you are. And whatever you are, show up, because if you do, you will remember and experience the power of being with your people. The nourishing and restoring power of being with your people, where you can lean on each other until you can stand by yourself. Now, in times of big change, unexpected change, or disappointing change, or shock, there is sometimes an accompanying impulse to withdraw for a while, and that's okay. In fact, it's quite healthy. Self-care is important, and if that's where you are, good. And then use every free spiritual resource available to you on our website. Use it, use it, use it. But keep this in mind, though, that the time will come. You watch and see. The time is coming. Mark my words. Right after an appropriate period to recover and reset your soul, the time will come when you will feel again the irresistible urge to wake up, because the vision of a healthy, loving, peace, equity-centered, justice-filled world is still calmly alive in you, and it hasn't gone away. Now, I don't know what it's going to take, but something will prompt you back into the memory of who you are. And it will come in the lyrics of a song, or it'll come in the kind words of a stranger, or it'll come from a pet, or from the eyes of an infant, or from the blueness of the sky, or from a few words in a book that you read. It will come. It's coming for you. Here's something that did it for me, and I wasn't expecting it. It nudged me out of my slump. It's by the author Brian McLaren. He writes about the spiritual life and about contemporary crisis, and he wrote this. Something is trying to be born, and something is dying. Here's what's dying. A world of white supremacy is dying. A world of dominating, angry, greedy men without empathy is dying. A world without concern for planet Earth itself, that world is dying. A world of violence and power, of religious supremacy. A world that measures value by wealth, not health. That kind of world is dying. A world that works by domination and exclusion, not by collaboration and connection. That kind of world is dying. The world of me first, not we first. That kind of world is dying. And like a dying, cornered animal, that dying world bares its teeth and its claws, and it will destroy as much as it can before it's done. If you only look at what is dying, you will feel despair. But something else is trying to be born. Don't forget about it. It's not as loud and as angry as what is dying, but it is far more important. What is being born is beautiful, and you know it because you feel that it is being born in you. The pain of these moments, they may feel like death pains, but they are really labor pains. The darkness is simultaneously the darkness of the tomb for what is dying, and it is the darkness of the womb for what is trying to be born. Be strong and of good courage, my friends. We are in this together. Something is dying, but something is trying to be born. You see, it nudged me. Yes, having community of like-minded people right now is going to be more important than ever. So be calm and show up. Be calm and be steadfast. Be calm and take care of your tender heart. Be calm and be strong. And when you're not strong, come as you are and lean on us. I want to put that kind of poster up in my consciousness so it can keep me focused on the vision of a world that works a little bit better for everybody. That one that is trying to be born through you and me. And I want to, in these coming times, to be very mindful that I'm putting up that kind of poster. I want to be mindful of what I am feeding my consciousness right now. Because I'm thinking about how can I take care of my mind and my emotions right now. And one way that is very clear to me is I have to be mindful of what I consume. You know, think about going on a diet. I can't just stop eating. That's not going to work. And I can't just binge on junk food. That's not going to work. I have to be mindful about what I consume. And the same is true with what I feed my mind and my emotions. Just stopping all information flow is likely not a good idea. Disengagement is terrifying. And binging on junk news isn't a healthy diet either. So I got my work. I need to check what I feed my mind, because what I feed my mind is going to have an impact on my emotions, and it's going to have an impact on the opinions I form, and it's going to have an impact on the energy that I multiply and circulate and spread in the world. So here are some recommendations that I've been exploring. Number one, organization called trustworthymedia.org. It's a news aggregator that collects headlines from over 300 independent media sources all in one place. And it's updated throughout the day. Now, the organization on its website says that it doesn't believe that corporate media can be trusted to report fairly on movements for social and environmental justice. Ha! Who thought? So it features only independent, non-profit, community-based journalism. Trustworthymedia.org. Go there. Number two, ProPublica.org. An independent, non-profit newsroom that produces investigative journalism, and it says of itself, with a moral force. This is what they say. They dig into important issues, shining a light on abuses of power and betrayals of public trust, and we stick with those issues as long as it takes to hold power to account. ProPublica.org. And of course, one of my favorite services, allsides.com, which exposes biases through a crowdsourced kind of way so that you and I can understand how polarization destroys our perspective. It's unlike regular news services. All Sides produces multiple angles on the same story so that you and I can get a fuller picture, and it's based on the idea that we cannot know an issue properly if we only know one side. This is important to me because I know from our teaching that my mind, like your mind, my mind is a center of activity, of creative activity within the mind that creates all, and that what I put into it becomes a creative expression and feeds me and produces and impacts and proliferates. Yes. How else, I'm asking, can I take care of my mind and emotions now? By connecting with like-minded people and helping sustain those efforts in the world that are working to elevate humanity. Yes, be useful. How? Start thinking about what you can do well. Are you good with numbers? Are you good with organizing? Are you creative? What is that? I mean, you may not even know how to use it or where it is necessary, but I'm telling you, some group somewhere needs what you have. Look up advocacy groups for issues that are important to you. Somebody is waiting for you. I did that last night. I searched for advocacy groups in Sonoma County. Here are some examples. VIDAS offers legal defense and advocacy for immigrants in Sonoma County. We'll hear from them today. They're visiting with us today. Verity, Sonoma County's Rape Crisis Center. YWCA focuses on eliminating racism and empowering women. Planned Parenthood of Northern California offers reproductive health services. National Organization for Women advocates for women's rights. North Bay Organizing Project advocates for racial and social justice. Redwood Action for Racial Equity promotes racial equity and justice through education. Community Action Partnership of Sonoma County provides services for low-income communities. California Human Development provides services to Sonoma County for immigrants and marginalized communities. Positive Images offers support group mentorship for LGBTQ youth and young adults. Sonoma County Conservation Action advocates for sustainable land use, climate action, and equity. Somebody's waiting for you. So let me summarize the message today. Because the vision of a healthy, loving world lives in you. You are wanted and needed more than you can imagine. So find your people. Stand with them. Keep calm. Carry on. And then this too. Show up. Take refuge in the spiritual community. Come as you are until you can come as you want to be. It's going to be more important than ever to stay rooted in your spiritual identity. So breathe in and sit straight up and remember yourself. And let these words of prayer support you. There is one creative power, the source of all that is. And this power is the eternal one, the infinite flow of creative energy through all existence. It is intelligence and wisdom. It is ever present as the spirit of life itself. It is the essence of all life. And this creative power is active everywhere, expressing itself in every form, including the entire universe itself, and in me and in all beings. My life is an expression of its presence, as it is of all life. And so I remember today, I am a living testament to this infinite creative power, as are all people. I remind myself, this is the foundation of my being. I remind myself, we are united through this. We are each an expression of the same boundless source. And so I choose today to use this creativity for the expression of unity and justice and equity and inclusion. This spirit, it creates within me. It innovates within me. It loves through me. It reveals itself as wisdom within all people. And I'm attuned to it. I'm on the lookout for it. I'm called by it. This spirit is persistently present. And as our awareness of it grows, so does our understanding. So I give thanks for the awareness of my unity with this creative power. And I feel a deep appreciation for its motivating power in me, for its comfort and guidance within me, for its remembering in me. And so I release these words of prayer into that aspect of the divine that we call the law of mind, knowing that the seed has been planted and I am on the path, the calm path of knowing, of confident, courageous, calm knowing. And so it is. I invite you to breathe in again and exhale. And as you complete the exhalation, once again, as your eyes gently open, I invite you just to look around and check out the people who are here with you, journeying with you. Make a note. You're welcome here. Now, as the musicians return to the stage, we shift to our practice of giving and supporting our center. Oh my God, how I love the Center for Spiritual Living right now. An oasis. Thank God for the Center for Spiritual Living right now. Amen. May it be here for generations to come. Won't you please take your gift in your hand? By now you know there are all kinds of ways you can support the center financially. If you don't, it's on our website. You can automate it. You can do it with your credit card. You can use PayPal, or you can even text to give, and you know that we're in our giving intention season. You know that our planning is based on the confidence that you communicate to us by filling in that giving intention form. We want to be here for a long time. Help us know that you do too. Fill out a form and let us know. Don't make me have to come to your house. Unless you feed me, then I will come anyway. But please take care of that bit of business. We need each other right now. Place your hand on your chest. Ushers, please stand and say, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and prosper. Does amazing work in the world. And so it is. Ushers, please receive the gift.
Step back. I was struggling with a mighty problem. It kept me up half the night. The more I try to overcome it, the harder I seem to fight. So I ask a friend for help to solve it, something to give me an edge. But instead of joining the battle, this is what she said. Are you willing to stop? Step back. Breathe and be open. Stop. Step back. Let the Spirit guide your way. Are you willing to hold a place of not knowing what is next? Oh, stop. Step back. Just stop, step back. Just stop, step back. I said this all sounds a little bit crazy. Why would I just wanna quit? She said it's more like surrender. There's nothing for you to fix. In fact, there's not even a problem, though you believe that it's true. And if you take some time to rest your mind, the answers will come through. Are you willing to stop? Step back. Breathe and be open. Stop. Step back. Let the Spirit guide your way. Are you willing to hold a place that just might be called insane. Are you willing to stop, step back, breathe and be open? Stop, step back, let the Spirit guide your way. Are you willing to hold a place of not knowing what is next? Oh, stop, step back, breathe. Oh, stop, step back, breathe. Oh, stop, step back, breathe. Sha-na-na-na, whoa, 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 just stop, step back. Sha-na-na-na, whoa, 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 just stop, step back. Sha-na-na-na, whoa, 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 just stop, step back. Sha-na-na-na, whoa, 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 just stop, step back.
So it takes all of us, all the time. What I wanted to say was to again appreciate our amazing musicians and the liveliness they bring. How many of you were here on Friday night for the concert? It was an amazing success. We listened to these musicians and the 945 band. We rocked out, some of us more than others, and we were together. Yeah. It also was a fundraiser for our music department, and we are grateful for the wellspring of support that showed up. Between ticket sales and other donations, we raised more than $15,000. Wow. Thank you to everyone who joined in. Our annual remembrance service is this Wednesday, November 13th, here in the sanctuary at 7 p.m. This is a time we share together to remember those who have passed on in the previous year. If there is someone dear to your heart that you would like to remember by having their name read this Wednesday, please check in at the information desk to add the name to the list or on the website. The following Wednesday, as our spiritual community continues to thrive, we have a special Gratitude Taizé Wednesday evening service on November 20th at 7 p.m. Karen Drucker will be leading us. This is a participatory musical experience with singing, chanting, and meditation, as well as praying together. We'll also share being in silence, listening to short, sacred, inspirational readings, and just allowing ourselves to be, to show up as we are. No need to buy a ticket. It's on a love offering basis. And then the following Wednesday, more spiritual community as we celebrate Thanksgiving Eve at 7 p.m. in the sanctuary and online. There will be music by Christopher Fritchie and the Center Choir. Part of this service is setting your intention for the coming year. You'll receive a card that you can fill out and then hand in, and it will be mailed back to you next November, so you can see how that beautiful intention unfolded. And for those of you online, simply email Alan Yeager with your name and address so that he can send you a card. His email address is on the website. Practitioner Emeritus Betty Smith is offering a workshop called The Spark and Magic of Meditation on Sunday, December 8th from 1 to 3 p.m. She says this about her workshop. Meditation can be the foundation upon which we build a life filled with magic and beauty. Sometimes meditation can feel hard, though, and if you have had challenges in your own meditation practice or simply want to learn how to build one, this workshop is for you. You can sign up on the website. You may have noticed the amazing art, which is all around our social hall today. One of our resident artists, Michael Seymour, has generously created all those beautiful new paintings and then donated them to our center. All the proceeds from the sale of those paintings, yes, Michael deserves huge hurrahs. All of the proceeds from the paintings which are sold will go in support of our center. Each year, 3 members of our Board of Trustees complete their 3-year term, and that means we have an opportunity to fill those 3 positions for the next term that begins in March of 2025. I'd like to invite up Maxine Wilkinson, and I will give her back her microphone, to share some of what inspired her to become a member of the Board of Trustees and how to participate. Sign up.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Maxine Wilkinson. I'm a trustee. I'm a trustee here at the center and a member of the nominating committee. So I've been on the board for several months now, and some of the reasons I love this position is that I get to see the bigger picture. I get to be involved in the problem solving and planning for the future. I have a feeling of purpose and accomplishment. The Board of Trustees is a collaborative group with shared values. As we work together with spiritual principles as our guide, we are rewarded with strong relationships and a beautiful home. My gratitude grows by leaps and bounds as I observe the hard work and the love that the staff and volunteers gladly contribute to make CSLSR the spiritual home that it is. If you're wondering how to strengthen your relationship with Spirit through selfless service, I invite you to consider the profound possibility of applying for a position on the Board of Trustees. Information and applications can be found out at the front desk or online. If you have any questions, you can ask a present or past former trustee. We have these nice badges here to identify ourselves. Let's see. So I welcome you to take a look at the information, take a look at the application, and join the Board of Trustees. Thank you.
Thank you, Maxine, for your service and your gumption in coming up to speak. That's all of our announcements for today. As Dr. Edward mentioned, we are celebrating one of our nonprofit partners today, VIDAS, Vital Immigration Defense Advocacy and Services. It was founded on the belief that everyone deserves access to health, justice, and full participation in community, regardless of status. Through advocacy in the courtroom and community immigrant economic and political power is being built in the North Bay and beyond. Visiting with us today is Executive Director Monica Julian. After service, please stop by the table to say hello and learn more. Again, before the video, I want to say thank you to everyone for showing up today and blessings in your week. And now the video.
Hello, my name is Monica Julian. I'm the Executive Director of Vital Immigrant Defense Advocacy and Services, VIDAS, here in Sonoma County, surrounded by many of our amazing staff, two of which are co-founders of VIDAS, which started in 2014. We now have offices in Santa Rosa, Petaluma, Vallejo, and on the Santa Rosa Junior College and Napa Valley College campuses, providing trauma-informed immigrant legal representation and community wellness programs. Some of the services we provide and specialize in are removal defense, asylum, advocacy for unaccompanied minors, U visas for survivors of certain types of crimes, adjustment of status, naturalization, and DACA. We're very happy and proud to be able to serve this community. Our staff members are people from all over the world who are very committed and dedicated to this work. And we really want to take a moment to thank the Center for Spiritual Living for your monthly donations for the entire year of 2024.
Thank you so much to the Center of Spiritual Living for all of your support. It really helps give back to our community and create a better and safer place for all of us to feel included and accepted.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If there is something that is incomplete in you, or if you cried yourself to sleep last night, please don't go home that way. Take a moment to take advantage. If you're in the room, go to the back corner and connect with the host who will connect you with a prayer practitioner. If you're online, go to our website and you'll find the directions for our Zoom room private prayer practitioners as well. With that in mind, won't you please stand and say, something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind, life is in my body, and life is in my affairs. I think it, I feel it, and I accept it, just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life. Know with me that you are never alone, that Spirit is right where you are, that you have only to look within at any moment to know that you're guided, sustained, and inspired by a presence that expresses itself as you in this world. In deepest gratitude, let us live our lives accordingly, so that in everything that we do and say and think, we honor this presence within. And so it is. Thank you for being here. See you soon. Let's close in song.
So let there be peace. I am a stamp for peace. Let there be love. I am a stamp for love. Let there be joy. I am a stamp for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stamp for peace. Let there be love. I am a stamp for love. Let there be joy. I am a stamp for joy. We are making a new